Welcome to Camp Half-Blood.
Your blood is special, man.
And background, fire!
Oh. That's one of the things I loved about this book was the fact that these kids, they don't know at least one of their parents, in some cases both of them.
I mean, our parents do hate each other.
They have disabilities, and I really like that about the script because it lets people know that everybody is special and has a purpose, no matter what you may think your shortcomings are. And also, there is a hero inside of everyone. We all have to sort of get in touch with our inner God.
And action!
Camp Half-Blood is a camp for demigods to learn how to harness their powers.
It's a camp for half god and half man. You can't get in there if you're not half god. And my job is to get Percy to Half-Blood camp and make sure that he's safe.
I felt that Camp Half-Blood had to be a little more edgy than just your summer camp for demigods, you know. I wanted it to really feel like an actual place that would train you and give you battle skills if you were ever in a situation where you needed to fight for your life. And for me, that meant honest-to-goodness real sword play. Teaching Alex and Logan and Jake, they had to go through months of sword training, and just to be able to get into an actual believable sword fight.
Whoa. There was those scenes with Annabeth where I kind of lied to her and I said, hit me in the face, whatever you want to do. So she did it, and she thought it was totally fine and that it was padded up. But I've literally gotten my ass kicked every day.
The sword split open. In the sequence where he fights Annabeth, we broke 13 of these swords. So we had to make a lot of them.
I went home every day and I had bruises from down here to, all across my legs, everywhere. I was just getting knocked around.
When we first came, I did 3 weeks of stunt training. We did a couple hours every day, and then a lot of sword fighting, stuff like that. It looks a lot easier than it is.
Basically, it's a foster home for demigods. Because most of us don't know our parents. And so the camp takes us in, trains us. It's a lot of what it's for is to train us, because if we wanted to, we could leave camp and dominate. And then we get in the fight with the gods, and it would lead to total world destruction. And so the camp teaches us to maintain our powers.
With a movie like this, you could easily go to the obvious solution for things. Camp Half-Blood is a good example because he had designs that looked like regular camps, and that was weird. And somehow you had to bring Greek elements into a traditional camp environment.
In the original book, Camp Half-Blood is ancient Greek temples. There were some concept sketches done, but it didn't seem like a real camp. So Chris had this idea that it should become more like a summer camp. So we sort of blended the two things, and I started drawing basically Greek log cabins.
And it was really a tough design problem, but I think beautifully solved by the use of wood inspired by, Greek architecture and Greek columns, yet feels totally natural in this forest setting.
And so that was sort of a new addition that we did to the book, and that kind of helped set the tone for, our approach to the work was, is it working for the film, and does it tell the story, and what's the best way to tell the story?
Welcome to Camp Half-Blood.
We were looking for people who possessed some demigod sort of ability, and we were able to find gymnasts, people who actually were experts in sword fighting or archery. It really had to feel like Olympic training school.
Fire! Percy Jackson, show yourself!
The real world is a scary place, so maybe in some way, part of what's satisfying about it is to see a hero emerge who can solve the problems.
And action!
This is sort of a really big, exaggerated way of showing how people can find their way. And so it's a story of self-discovery, and I think that applies to everybody.
And I think that's why these books speak to kids on so many levels. Because, well, maybe I am special. Maybe I don't have to, beat myself up because of this or that or the other thing. That, maybe I do have a calling and a destiny. And, I think we all are demigods in a way.